But I have to be honest with you. I'm a little sad by the state of affairs in the United States. You see, I had a great history teacher in high school who said, the United States is no longer a melting pot. We're a salad bowl. All the same people come together, we just don't mix. And the more time I've spent in New Zealand, the more I've realized the truth behind this statement. You see, when we look at the United States, we've turned into a group of people. We all have our tribe, and rarely do we mix. We see this in the news stations we watch that have a political slant. Or maybe we're on Facebook and we see somebody who threatens to unfriend or unlike somebody else who doesn't say the things they want to hear. We sit here and mock at the way that Washington, D.C. is and how the politicians are. But in reality, it mirrors what our society is about. The more time I've spent in New Zealand, the more I've seen of what happens when people come together. Here they have a sense of pride, of community. They understand what empathy is. They relate to each other. And empathy is the problem we have in the United States. It's why we can't come together. And there are going to be some of you that sit here and think, Richard, you're wrong. You get defensive. You're the ones I'm actually talking to. You see, you can claim that you're willing to compromise, but the other side is all about fake news, false facts, or they're bigots. They're going to turn around and say, no, we're hardworking Americans. And the other side just wants to give free handouts and turn America into the land of the lazy. What we need to realize is we have to come together and listen. Now, I'm not sitting here preaching from a high pedestal. I'm actually an example of the progress that can happen when we actually listen. You see, my journey is about actually talking to people, hearing their stories, their ideas. And you know what? I've changed my mind on a lot of things. I have personally grown simply because I've listened. And this is what I'm asking you to do. Show empathy to people in our community. When you hear somebody that says something that you don't like or that you don't understand, stop. Ask them to explain it. Get them to tell you their story and their perspective. But when you listen, don't listen to respond. Listen to understand. And when they're done talking, tell them that you related with them. And then ask them the question, do you mind if I share my perspective? If we can start to do this, we can start to change the conversation. What it's going to be about is a community, a country where we come together and we all appreciate, we all understand, and we let people be who they are. What I'm hopeful for is that, like what I've seen in New Zealand, the United States can turn it around. And if we can all learn to empathize and find a way to win-win, we'll change our country. And then hopefully what we'll be is we'll actually be the United States of America, and we'll stop being so divisive. So help me in this. Let's be empathetic. Let's make a change.